Hello everyone, John here from Vauder Racing, back with another video. This time it's a recap of our league race with a not fast but furious racing community. We're going to jump right into it here. This is my qualification lap here at the NURBURGRING. I've done a few laps already, but trying to improve that time a little bit at this point. I had 3 setups ready for this race. One that was really fast, but really unstable. I had one that was kind of a little more stable than that, but still very unsettled, but pretty fast as well. And then I had a setup that was super stable, but not really fast. I was trying to decide which one to pick. I knew there were going to be some fast racers this weekend. Can you beat me? Was super fast last week. Giano 6, R. Harrison, Devilfish. So I wanted to put in a good time, but I didn't want to crash more than I wanted to put in a good time. So I chose my most stable setup. This setup I can usually run, mid to low 57s. The other ones I could, do 56s, mid 56s. With the really unsettled one, I could do low 56s. Just really close to getting a 55. But I went with the most stable setup. I thought it was the smart thing to do. It's only a half-hour race. I don't want to crash and try to make up all that time. Anyway, so here we come through the final chicane. One more corner. I'm way ahead at this point, looking at a 156. Lost a little time there, but as we cross the finish line, 156.997. I thought, well, that's probably as fast as this setup is going to let me go, so I went ahead and parked it. And I remember Zolani Andy being really fast, so I went and watched him for a little while. It's going to switch over here in just a second to the Zolani Andy. So I'm watching Andy roll. And as that's happening, I happen to notice right here, Devilfish puts in a 156.8. So I switch over to Devilfish and start watching him. And he is just on a super hot lap right here. I mean, the car looks super stable. I don't really detect much over or understeer. I mean, he's just nailing it. This is a perfect line through here, perfect line through here. I'm like, okay, Devilfish, he's already got the pole. He's already got the pole. In the meantime, I'm keeping an eye on Zolani Andy and Giano 6. And Can You Beat Me has yet to put in a qualifying lap at this point. I am just like, what is going on? This is a weird race so far. But anyway, so we're still watching Devilfish. He's just rocking and rolling, coming up through the Michael Schumacher S. Such a critical part of the track, and he just nails it. Barely feathering the throttle through there. Just roaring up the hill the whole way. Hits this corner great. I'm thinking, man, he's gonna put in an even better lap, I'm sure, at this point. Still, it's just qualifying. It's a 30-minute race. We got to do a pit stop. Anything can happen. It's a super tricky track. It's very fast. The track temperature was a little cool. The grip was set to fast. Here he comes. He's coming around the last corner. Devilfish. Bam! A 156.7. Oh, and he just parks it. He's done. And that's basically how we start the race here. Devilfish gets the pole. I'm in second. At this point, I'm just thinking, okay, let's just have a clean start, a clean race. Let's just get through this first hairpin corner. It's always super sketchy here at Nürburgring. I don't know, you know, I've only raced one other race with these guys and a couple of practice sessions. So I'm not sure how this is going to go, but I'm just, you know, trying to focus on myself, keeping myself safe and not hitting anyone else, not causing any problems. Getting into the green box here. All right. I was speeding there. I almost caught a speeding penalty, but got it back down. Green lights come on, and this is a great start. We got a good space here. I'm still in second. There's a good gap to third. I'm thinking, okay, and whoa, he shoots over. Let's look at that again in the proximity meter. That was so close to a first corner, first lap catastrophe, but I think we both realized we were super close and we just both adjusted out of it. So we're coming around and he's looking a little loose, but that's normal on fresh tires. You know, they're a little bit cold. I'm just trying to stay with him at this point. Coming around here, I mean, I just want to stay with him and I don't want to lose any positions. I got Can You Beat Me right behind me, followed by Zolani Andy, two fast guys. So that is definitely on my mind at this point. But now here, if you watch my rear view mirror, you can see what happens. Come around this corner and boom, let's take a closer look at that. It looks like Zolani Andy does a little late brake and takes out Can You Beat Me. They both slide off the track. They both slide off the track. First lap. You hate to see that. I hate to see that. I wanted a nice, close, competitive race the whole time. But, I mean, things happen in these races all the time that you can never predict what's going to happen. That's part of the thrill of the race. So I can't believe that happened at this point. I'm like, oh my God. So I have almost a 3-second lead on third place. Devilfish is just pulling away from me. He's almost 2 seconds away at this point on the first lap. I'm like, okay, you got a good gap behind you, you got a good gap in front. Let's just settle in and do some laps, and that's what we're gonna do. Let's fast forward. So, yeah, this is a 30-minute race. This is the Not Fast But Furious racing community. You can find them on Facebook. Great group of people. It's been a fun group so far. This is only my second race with them, but everybody is really nice and really respectful out on the track, and I really appreciate that. Look them up on Facebook. Not Fast But Furious racing community. All right, back to the race. So at this point, I am concerned with my tire pressure. My tire pressures are a little low. Like I mentioned earlier, the track's a little cool. So I'm like, well, I need to tell the pit guys to, you know, up my tire pressure a little bit while I'm driving. Always a tricky thing to do. But I call up the program, and I need to put 0.3 pounds of pressure in each tire. So I'm clicking through, miss my shift there. Oh, got 2 tires left to go. Click through 1, 2, 3. Get that map off of there and back to hammering down. I just need to put in as fast and safe laps as I can. You can see Devilfish almost 6 seconds ahead of me. Third place, so over 12 seconds behind me. Camino 202 and Giano 6, Evans above 77. They're all 3 right there. But it's getting time to come to the pits. You can see my My fuel tank alarm is going off. Low fuel, low fuel. Come across the start-finish line, and I do have to go into the pits this time by. It's very crucial to get your pit stop right. You can lose, a couple of seconds. You can lose 10 seconds in the pits. So you want to get as fast down that pit lane, hit first gear, get that pit limiter on. I double check my tire pressures. Like, okay, everything looks good. We got Baron von Marlow in front of me, who's pitting from 8th place. It looks like we've lost Can You Beat Me at this point. I'm not sure what happened there, but it's always tricky to come into the pits with a car there. As you can see, you can't see your box to stop in, but then it appears, bink, hit the brakes, turn off the ignition, car goes up pretty straight. Didn't lose too much time there, about a second I would say. Could have done that just a little better. So I'm sitting in the pits, 20 seconds to go. Giano 6 is pitted with me. Zalati Andy is pitted with me. Oh, and there goes R. Harrison. There goes R. Harrison to take 3rd place. Off the jacks, start the car, get out of there as fast as I can. That was a pretty good exit. Zalani Andy's still in the pits. Giano 6 still in the pits. They were quite a bit away from me. Oh, I wanted to point these tracks out. Look at those skid marks. That's part of the hazard there at NURBURGRING. That first corner, I mean, you're coming from a very high speed straightaway into what I believe is the slowest corner on the whole track. I mean, catastrophes happen there all the time. Those skid marks tail to tail, let me tell you. But all right. So I'm out of the pits. I got enough gas. My tires are good. Just waiting for the pressures to come up. Speed it up just a little bit. Come through and look, Devilfish goes into the pits. Now when I was racing the AI, I raced the AI, I'm 100%. I had to be in that corner back there to catch up to them in the pits. So let's see what happens. Fast forwarded, I'm coming around the corner, coming down the straightaway. Devilfish is still in the pits. Still in the pits. Oh, and if we look, as we coming by, we just barely passed Devilfish coming out of the pits. He is literally like a second and a half, 2 seconds behind us. I could see him in the rearview mirror. I'm like, okay. I know this dude's faster than me. He qualified faster than me. He was putting in laps faster than me during the first part of the race. He's probably going to pass me, and it's probably going to happen pretty quickly. So I'm just like, forget about him. Focus front. Get your laps in. Hit your marks. Don't worry about the guy in front of him until the proximity meter comes up. You see the proximity meter start to come up, you know he's caught up. And you'll need to look for a nice spot where you can let him by nice and clean so nobody gets any damage or anything like that. So I'm just hammering down. I'm doing pretty good. I can't believe it. I'm holding my own. I mean, I've gotten, roughly a 2-second lead that I'm holding on to on Devilfish. Tires came into pressure really nice, maybe just a little high, but I'd rather have them a little high than a little low. We're coming with 4 minutes left in the race. I can't believe that Devilfish hasn't passed me. 3 minutes left. I am just beside myself. I can't believe he has not passed me yet. I don't know what changed, what happened, but here we go. Coming around to take the white flag for the final lap. And R. Harrison is behind me, in front of me. You can see me flashing him already. He's in 7th place. I'm in 1st place. I got Devilfish just hammering down behind me. I am flashing R. Harrison. Please see me, dude. Please see me. Please notice that the leader and second place is right behind you. Please let me through. Please don't defend your position. I mean, the blue flags are flying. He goes a little wide here. I take it up around the outside here. I'm not sure what's going to happen. And boom, I believe he lets off and just lets me go by. So I'm like, okay, I have a car between me and second place now, but I know Devilfish is going to take him in either this corner or this next corner after this pretty long straight. So I'm watching close. Devilfish is falling back to 2.37, 2.5, 2.4 seconds. I cannot believe it. I thought for sure that he was going to pass him there. So as we come up the straight to the Schumacher S, Devilfish is almost 3 seconds back at this point. I cannot believe it. I mean, what a lucky break. I have a slower car between myself and second place, and I've got a 2-second gap on the slower car. And then there's, you know, a gap back to Devilfish. I'm not sure what happened. But I'm just like, okay, I got the chicane and 2 corners to go. I got the chicane and 2 corners to go. Hit the chicane really slow, really gently. I just need to get through there. I mean, there's no time left in the race. Come around this last corner, and there it is. I mean, I literally can't believe I won this race. But there you have it. P1. Started P2, finished P1. Devilfish takes second. Zalani Andy. Giano 6, Evans above. Camino 202, R. Harrison, and Baron von Marlowe to round out the top 8. That was an exciting race. I know on the Facebook page that the guys involved in that crash did apologize for that. Very respectful. I always appreciate that. I mean, stuff happens out there. Just say you're sorry. All right, next week we're at Monza. Wish me luck, everybody. It should be exciting. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Race on.